At this point, I suggest you set your personal goals for this course. After all, if you don't set a goal, you can't really achieve it, right? It's very important to me that you not only absorb and assimilate all the information, but that you get real, applicable benefits from this course. And of course, that you get your money's worth in the shortest possible time. To begin with, let's look at your options upon graduation. Option number one is finding a remote job. If you've been to any of my masterclasses, you already know that you can get a dispatcher job with two types of companies: a transportation company or an outsourced dispatching service. A dispatch service is a company that provides services to multiple carriers at the same time. Often, dispatch services are not located in the United States, and it's quite possible that in your country or even your city, there are already such services, and you can go there to work remotely or in the office. There are also plenty of alternative options that this training opens door to, such as freight broker, safety manager, transportation coordinator, logistics manager, etc. But more on that later. Here are some of the advantages of working in a company as a hired dispatcher. First, the ability to get to work quickly. This is the first and main plus in favor of going to work for hire. You don't have to spend time looking for customers, setting up a company, preparing, organizing. Already during the course you'll be able to start looking for a job, and at the end of the course go straight to the action. Second one, no risks. When you are an employee in a company, you'll know that you'll get the money you deserve for the work you've done. Third, the presence of a mentor. Yes, the course will give you all the theoretical and practical knowledge to work with, but still, being able to ask an experienced person for advice while working is always a good thing. Next one is a fixed salary. Generally speaking, the major part of a dispatcher's salary comes from the commission earned as a percentage of gross revenue generated for the trucking company. However, many transportation companies, as well as dispatching services, pay on a hybrid system, fixed rate plus a percentage. This provides a certain level of financial security for entry-level dispatchers. Now, in terms of a salary, a beginner dispatcher can expect anywhere between $1,000 to $2,000 in the first couple months of employment. Experienced dispatchers, on the other hand, can earn as much as $4,000 to $5,000 per month. Now, let's consider the second option, self-employment. Here things get a little bit more interesting. We will discuss this topic in more detail in the 9th module, but in a nutshell, being self-employed or a freelance dispatcher, you attract customers, sell them your services, and start dispatching their trucks, basically doing the same job as an employee at a company. Benefits of being self-employed. First is the ability to choose your own schedule. When working for yourself, you decide how many companies to provide your services to and how many trucks to dispatch. You have some flexibility to build your schedule to your preference. Second, opportunity to work with different types of equipment. Being self-employed, you can try working with different types of companies and equipments such as refrigerated food carriers or construction material carriers or owners of small box trucks transporting Amazon freight. You won't be limited to just your employer's trucks. This way you get the most diverse range of experience and knowledge, and later on you can choose your niche and focus on what you're most comfortable working with. Next point, the most important benefit is the income potential. As you gain more and more experience, you can dispatch more and more customers in a shorter period of time and keep increasing your income. Clearly, there will come a time when you just physically cannot take on more work. At this point, you can pass on your knowledge to someone, for example, a family member, a friend, former colleague, or anyone else who's interested in the profession, and start building your own team of dispatchers. That's how I started my agency. At first, I was on my own, then there were 2, 3, 6 of us, and so on. In terms of income, a self-employed dispatcher earns about $200 a week from each truck. That's $800 a month. A beginner dispatcher can easily work with 2 to 3 trucks simultaneously. but an experienced dispatcher can load up to 10 trucks at a time. The average net earnings of an experienced dispatcher in the current market are about $3,000 to $6,000 per month. Whichever path you will choose, it begins right now. And before you step into the second module and begin your training, I suggest that you come up with a clear objective, a point of destination you're aiming to reach. As a little homework, I'm asking you to write down your point A, that is where you are today, so what kind of job you have, what your income is, and what you don't like about the way things are today. Next, write down point B, what you want to achieve. That will be your goal. For example, at the end of the course, I want to get a remote job with a transportation company in the United States. Or at the end of the course, I want to find my first customer and start building my logistics business. I suggest writing point B for 3 time points: 3 months, 1 year, and 3 years after course completion. Don't be afraid to be generous with yourself and fantasize a little bit. Imagine real achievements and gifts that you can give to yourself for being a professional in your business and having a higher income. Let the imagination work. This exercise is a powerful psychological booster. Having an idea of where you're going and why provides you with willpower and motivation. Going forward with a clear goal in mind is much easier, and you have a bumpy road ahead of you. I wish you patience, perseverance, concentration, and faith in yourself and in the fact that you can change your life for the better. Get to your homework, and I'll be waiting for you in the second module where we'll dive into the world of the trucking industry.